Hey everyone, what is up? My goodness, it is really late here tonight. But I was actually just live in the Facebook group, and I wanted to show you guys what I was doing over there. So yeah, hopefully you guys want to see this. We're currently live right now, but if you're catching this video later on after this is published on the page, then chances are we are no longer live, but you can comment down below, let me know if you're watching the replay, and just let me know what you think about this video. I'm excited to come on here and show you guys how I create these tumblers. I actually am doing 10 of them for a Father's Day sale that I am running on my handmade tumbler shop. So I decided to do 10 of these style tumblers. I'm gonna be adding a design on it, but I actually have 4 done completed. So I have another 6 that I have to do. So I figure why not hop on and kind of show you guys how I create these tumblers. Now this one is just freshly done with the alcohol inks on here. It still has to have the resin layer on top of it, but I'm excited to come on here and show you. So like I said, if you have any questions, comments, or anything, leave them down below. While you're here, do not forget to subscribe and like this video. I'm really liking coming live on here, so if you like these weekly lives, then giving me a thumbs up lets me know that you want to see more, and it helps this channel, it helps us grow. So yeah, if you like these little lives then drop a thumbs up, and let's just get started, guys, because I have 6 of these I have to do. 6. So we got 4 done, and we're gonna just jump on in. I wanna just show you what alcohol inks we're gonna be working with today. Also I wanted to share with you where I purchased this style of tumblers. So I actually purchased, these are the 20 ounces, and I got them from the Steel Magnolia. So you can go ahead and check that out when this live is done. I'm gonna go back in, edit the description, and I'll have all of that stuff linked down below for you. So these are the 20 ounce lager style tumblers, and right now you can see that I've already went ahead and spray painted it. These do come with a push top acrylic lid, and man, this style is super cool, and I think they're gonna be a hit for Father's Day, so, or a gift for any time, really, for guy, girl, whoever loves beer. I'm sure you can do many other styles with this. When I look at this, I also see the end of a baseball bat, so there's so many cool things you can do with this style of tumbler. And then we're going to be working with alcohol inks today, and we're going in with Sunbright Yellow from Pinata, and then on top of that we're going to be adding Butterscotch from Tim Holtz. And then I'm going to be applying these alcohol inks with a little cut up magic eraser sponge, and I have 3 sponges in front of me, one for my yellow, one for my tan, and then the other one for our white, that I do go in with the white, which I forgot to mention. We're also going to be using Blanco from Pinata to just go in and add some texture and to blend this line here. So I have my magic erasers cut up, and that's what we're going to be using to apply the alcohol inks. The good thing about alcohol inks is that they dry fairly quickly, and they're super easy to apply. So if you need a quick last minute idea for a gift, or to sell on your shop, or to practice, or whatever, then anything with alcohol inks works pretty good. And I actually have only a little bit left of the Sunbright Yellow, so I'm hoping that it lasts, and I hope that I'm able to get enough out of here to do all of them. So you can see I've already started, like I said, and I'm just gonna go in with a couple drops, put 3 on there, and just start dabbing it on. And I am gonna move the camera down a little bit but I want to just show you quickly what I'm doing. Just dabbing that on the bottom, and then we're going to be making our way around the tumbler and to the top. Excuse me. I've been talking a lot because I was on, like I said, I was on the Facebook group, and so I was live for about 2 hours on there. But that's what that looks like so far. Let me just grab a little bit of water. And if you're just joining me here on YouTube and you're not a part of the Facebook group, then I'm gonna link that down below for you guys as well, so you can join me over there. But if you're here from my Facebook group and you knew I was gonna hop on and you're still hanging out with me, then thanks for joining me, because I know you guys saw this. But I appreciate you guys' support and hanging out with me. I know it's late. So that's what we have. All right, so I'm gonna just put this down real quick because I don't wanna hold the tumbler up here. I'm gonna move you guys down so you're not gonna really see my face. But I want you guys to see more of what I'm doing. That's more important than staring at my face the whole time. So let me just move you guys down some. There we go. All right, so you can see better here. So I'm just taking that ink again and blotting it all around the tumbler. Is that too bright for you guys? I feel like that light is way too bright. Hold on. I want you guys to see. I'm really hoping that I have enough yellow to do all of these tumblers, but I feel like I may run out sooner than expected. So I'll keep on going until I don't have any more, and I'll probably have to run out tomorrow and get more, because like I said, I do have I had 10 in total to do. So far this is my 5th one, so I'll still have 5 more to do after this. And I'm trying to move fast just because this is a live and I don't want to drag it too long. But if you have any questions or anything, just leave them in the chat or leave them down below if you're watching this after the live has ended. And I always go back in and answer any questions or comments that you guys have. So I'm just taking my little magic eraser sponge and dabbing that color on. And I'm dabbing just in straight motions, super fast, not super fast, but quickly enough, and blending that around and also moving up. And then we're gonna be stopping like right here. So we're only going to be applying that yellow from here down. And then once we reach that, we're going to go in with the darker color, the Butterscotch. Yeah, guys, I am running out. I don't even think I'm gonna have enough to do another one after this. But that's okay, because at least I can show you guys how I do one, and then I'll have to finish the rest tomorrow. But I'm glad I was at least able to come on and do one for you guys. When I started this, I didn't really realize, see how I'm stopping right here, making our way down. I didn't really realize just how much of the yellow I go through. But I guess I like that color a lot because it is one of my most used colors. My goodness, we are down to the last few drops, guys, so we gotta make this work. So I'm gonna blot across and blend that out. Okay. Just dab, 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 dab. Dab that color in. Okay, got little yellow, little white spots to fill in, so I'm just gonna try my best to get as much of that color as I can out, because like I said, I am officially out. So let's see what we can get out of here. And because I'm using my phone, I actually don't see any comments or anything right now. Let me see if you guys are, let me see if you guys are writing anything. All right, well, I don't see anyone using any. Hey, Karen, yay, you made it. I saw the comment. I see the comments now. Okay, I wasn't seeing them before. So I'm officially out of yellow, but we literally only have a little spot here that's white. I'm not worried about it. We're gonna just go straight in with the butterscotch. Usually I'd fill in completely just like what we have here with the yellow. So I'm just gonna go and grab my sponge that I have here with the butterscotch, and yeah, just go in with a couple of drops here on the sponge, and then start again from the bottom. And let me actually turn this radio down so I don't get flagged. Okay. So now I'm just going in on the bottom with Butterscotch, doing that same dabbing motion like I use with the Sunbright Yellow. And I'm probably gonna have to pick up some more butterscotch. I use butterscotch a lot as well, especially for my wood grain. It's one of my favorite colors to use on my wood grain tumblers. So I'm just gonna go in and blot, 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 blend, 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 blend. And I love using these magic erasers. I'm actually new to using magic erasers. This is the first time I'm using it for alcohol inks. If you see my one of my other videos that I have a tutorial on, it's another alcohol ink, the picture tumbler. I'm gonna see if I can insert that in a card up here or link that down below when the live has ended and I'm able to edit all that stuff. But if you want to go check that out, you can actually see how I apply my inks. I just use it kind of like regular kitchen sponge to apply my inks. But I'm really liking how the magic eraser performs with the inks. I feel like it really takes the ink a long way, and I love how it applies and disperses the ink onto the tumbler. So I actually learned this trick from a member in my Facebook group. She's an ambassador of ours at Sugar and Spice Glitter. Her name is Nicole. She is the owner of Nicole Moon Designs, and she's the one who told me about using the magic eraser. So thank you, Nicole, for that. So literally just going back and forth, adding more drops onto the sponge, and then just taking that sponge and blending it in. And so you can see I went over with that color where we were missing some spots of the yellow, and it really didn't make much of a difference having that space open, but I like to put the yellow down. So it's completely up to you if you want to put the yellow down first, if you want to go straight in with the butterscotch. I like to add the yellow. That's just my personal preference. And then also I had mentioned in the Facebook group live earlier that if you also wanted to like spray paint this part of your tumbler yellow and then go in over it with the alcohol ink just to kind of save your time in applying the inks, then you can always do that too. There are several ways to do a lot of these different techniques. You guys know that I always share with you guys that there's many different ways. You got to find the technique that works best for you. I am simply here to show you how I do them. This technique may work good for you, or you may find a different way to make a style work for you. But hopefully you can take away some tips and tricks on how I do this tumbler, and let me know what you think about it. I think these are super fun for Father's Day. They're fun for just gifts in general for men, women, and whoever likes this style. You like to drink beer. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the bottom part of this tumbler. You can see how fast it is. I think it hasn't even been 20 minutes since I've been on, and the first part of this live was literally just the intro. So you can see just how fast I did this tumbler. Now, if you wanted to just go back in and blend out some lines, you can dab some more on your sponge here and just go and do that. It's completely up to you. I had mentioned before also that no two tumblers are going to look exactly the same. While the technique is the same, the way the alcohol ink lays down is always going to look different. So I just want to show you guys like this one here that I did earlier, and then compared to this one. So you can see that although I use the same exact colors and the same exact technique, the pattern is different, and it looks different. And that's what I love so much about working with alcohol inks. So now that I've laid down my base for the beer looking part of this tumbler, you can either just leave this top part white as is, let it fully dry, come back tomorrow, apply your resin, let that cure, and then go in with your design and call it a day. But I like to actually add my white ink to the top of the tumbler. And the reason why I like to add white ink to the top of the tumbler is because I feel like it gives the tumbler a little bit of dimension. Now, mind you, we're trying to create what looks like a beer, right? So you have the beer in the glass and then you have the foam on the top. And usually when you have foam on the top, foam is not just one color, right? It kind of looks textured. You have the bubbles from the foam. And so that's what I kind of try to achieve with the white alcohol ink, so you can see that there's texture. The same way that there's texture in the colored alcohol inks, but it's more noticeable because it's darker. Well, that's what I try and create with the white. And then I also like to take the white and blend in to kind of create that fading of the yellow. So hopefully you guys can see that and you understand kind of like where I'm getting at. But yeah, that's just an extra step I like to take. You can do it however you like to do it. But I think that that's just one way that I like to do things. You know, this is a little different than what I've seen out there. So now I'm just taking the white ink and again, just dropping that onto the clean side of the sponge. And then I'm gonna go and just dab that on the white part. Now, like I said, see, it's not that noticeable. You can see the white, but it's not extremely noticeable, right? You can see it because it's wet, but when it dries down, it's gonna be harder to notice. But I just like having that on there. I just like the kind of texture it brings to the top part of the tumbler here. And I'm just doing the same thing. Right now I'm focusing on the top part because I don't want to really start blending in the color just yet. So I'm just dabbing on the white to the top part of the tumbler. And then I'm gonna use another side to blend in that yellow and butterscotch color. So that's what we have with the white. Now that we have the white, I'm gonna take the other side of the sponge, apply more white to it, and this time I'm gonna start blotting closer to the line here. You see that, how it's starting to blend those two colors together and kind of create that foam line. And that's it. That is literally it, guys. You can go in, you can blend it out some more. You can take a look at what it looks like. Go in with some more butterscotch if you wanted to, add some more white if you wanted to, but that is literally it. That is how you create this tumbler. The next step is going to be to just let this dry overnight, and then we're going to go in with a layer of resin, put a nice even layer of resin on top of this, let it spin for about 4 to 6 hours, and then, or actually 8 hours, because we're gonna go in with our water slide design apply that over, let that dry, and then seal it in with another layer of resin. You don't need a lot of layers of resin to finish this. If you didn't want to put a design, you can literally just put your resin over it and leave it as is. One layer of resin, especially if it's a nice even coat, there's no dimples or micro bubbles or anything in it, one coat will cover this and you'll be good to go. But because I'm going to go in tomorrow and add my water slide design, I'm going to, not tomorrow, but I'm gonna put my resin, I'm gonna go in with 2 layers because I'm gonna add my water slide design and then have to seal that in with another layer. But that's pretty much it. I want to just come on here and share with you guys how I create this tumbler. Hope you guys found it informative. Let me know down below what you thought about this live. And if you're going to be creating this type of tumbler for Father's Day or as a gift for a birthday or whatever. Let me bring you guys up so I can say goodbye and say goodnight to you all. Okay. So that is it. Let me bring you guys back. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Karen. I cannot wait to see what you do and how it comes out. Share with us in the group. Definitely share with me in the group so I can see. All right, so for the rest of you that are going to be catching this live, probably in the replay, then let me know what you thought about this live. I'm going to try to make this a weekly thing. Hopefully I can come on and craft live with you guys and chat with you guys. If you want to communicate with me, build a relationship with me, then you want to join my Facebook group where I can have and build a relationship with you guys. I will have that linked down below, my Etsy shop linked down below, all the essential things you need for this tumbler, all that will be linked down below. Thank you guys for hanging out with me so much. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Until next time. Bye.